Hello and welcome to another Gamer Tech review. Now in this review we're going to be taking a look at a gaming PC case made by Cooler Master, who've kindly sent it to us, so thank you very much guys. And it is the Scout 2 Advanced Gaming Case. Now this thing is sexy. Is perfect if you want to go to LAN, if you've got a proper gaming rig and you're going to be taking your PC out and about a bit. This is spot on for you. So without further ado, let's just whack it out of the box and take a closer look at it. Ooh yeah.
Ooh, come on, you baby.
Yeah, so here we have it. As you can see, it is a very nice and very sleek looking case. Lovely, lovely jobbly. On the side here, we do have a window, so you will be able to see what's inside. It does have the plastic cover thing on at the moment to keep it nice and clean, which I haven't taken off yet, but I may do when the components go inside, so we can have a proper nice look in. But I do want to keep it nice and neat, so we'll probably take that plastic off a bit later on in the video. You do have two slots here, and those are for 120mm fans. So if you don't want to put an extra side entrance of air in there, you can do. Now the side panel is attached by two screws. They are thumb screws, but they also do get quite tight if you use a screwdriver. So if you want to screwdriver them in, you can do. If you want to thumb tighten them in, you can do. So it's kind of all up to you and where you're going to be using the case. So I shall now twist it around, and we shall have a little look at the front section here. So we have a nice full grille mesh, which is quite nice. 3 bay slots at the top here. These are removable, so you can take those out for optical bays or whatever you'd like to put in there. And then you do have 2 120mm fans already installed in there, and they are LED fans. So when we get a power supply in there, we'll see how pretty they look. And we do have a CMStorm logo here. Also, if I flip it down, like, oh, there we go. If I flip it down like this, we have our power button there, our reset button there, and a button there, which I'm going to find out what that does. If we slide this button up here, you find that we've got 2 USB 3 ports, 2 standard USB ports, and then microphone and headphone jack in there, which is quite cool. Also, this plastic mesh at the top here, this unclips. So if you want to put extra fans on the top, or if you want to put a radiator in there, this just unclips. Can I unclip it now? There we go. Ooh, it's getting there. It's getting there. It'd probably be a lot easier to do it when the case was opened up, but I've decided to do it now anyway, because I'm cool like that. There we go. So this section comes off there, as you can see. So it means you can get to your screws easier, so you can screw in things, and you don't have any like nasty screw heads showing on there, which is quite a nice little feature. My arm is now stuck inside the case, so we're going to do the rest of the review like that. And yeah, you've got 2 spaces for two fans here. Again, they're 120mm slots, and yeah, you can pop your fans in there. Bear with me while I get my arm released from the PC. Come on, there we go. I'm free. Now, looking at the back of the PC, we have, it's quite a nice design. It's the same as the design as on the front, apart from we haven't got the window and we haven't got the fan slots. But the really cool thing that I like about this case is that it's not just a flat back, it's got this bit that comes out. So that means that cable management inside the machine is going to be so much easier, and we're going to have so much more room. Because it's not just a flat panel, we have this lump out. Yeah, there's going to be so much more room in there, which I am looking forward to. You have got your bays there, and there isn't the bit out there, but that doesn't really matter because we don't really have a huge amount of cabling that goes in that area. But around here, especially when we've got the power supply at the base of the unit going up to the motherboard, the fact that we've got this extra space, it's going to help loads when we come to cabling it up, which is good. We also, you can see here, it has got steel feet, which are quite nice, and also on the base of the machine itself, we do have 2 more slots for, oh, I don't know if you can see that, we have a slot here for a fan, another slot just above. If I put it like that, maybe you see there. There we go. So we've got a slot here, slot here. Also, these come with filters which come off really easily. So if you don't want to bring up some air from the bottom of the PC into the case, you can pop a couple of extra fans on there, no problem. This is where your, actually I tell a lie, this is where your power supply fan will be. So you can suck in air from the floor in your PSU. And again, this grill does come off really easily. So that is a very, very handy feature there. And yeah, so steel feet, very, very pretty. Now on the back of the machine itself, as we have a little look here like we do, we have got 7 bay slots here. Power supply unit goes in the bottom where the audio connections are. Does come with another 120mm pre-installed fan here, which is very, very handy. And this little bit, which I really, really like, it's a peripheral guard, or as they like to call it, the storm guard. Pretty much, if you are going to go to LAN and you're a bit worried about leaving your peripherals all connected to your PC, what you can do is take this little guard off here. You've got a set of 6 holes and 3 little cable hook things. So it means what you do is you plug your mouse in there, run your cable into here, connect it to there, run it out of there, and then it's secured and you don't have to worry about leaving your PC unattended with your things still attached. So you can leave everything at your desk and it's going to be safe. Unless your USB cable detaches from your keyboard, in which case I'll probably take your keyboard with you. But you can leave the cable because this will keep it safe. If you do go to LAN, you'll know that this is quite an important thing and it's quite handy to have. So very, very good idea there. We have got 2 slots at the top here. These are for like your water cooling pipes. So if you do want to have like a radiator connected to the back of the machine, then you can put your pipes in and out of there. It's not a huge case. It's a full size case, but it's not a massive one. You do have space in there, but if you'd rather have a cooling unit on the outside of the case, then that's what you use those pipes for. Or if you want to run some more cables on there. Also the back panel, again, it's thumb screws, or you can use a Phillips screwdriver or a flathead to get those screws out, if you want to make them really, really tight so no one can just take the panel off. Then that's it. So without further ado, let's take the side off and get inside this case. I've just read what that extra switch does on the top, and it's the fan LED power switch. So if you want to have the fan lights on, you can do. If you don't have the fan lights on, you can do. Just press the button and it turns it on and off. Right, back to the case. So here we have the inside of the case here, looking all lovely. You have your, like we said earlier, you've got your 3 optical bays here, and these are tool-free as well. All you do is you press it that way to open it up, and then you press it that way to lock it back in. Very easy to do, very simple. It keeps everything in there nice and sturdy, which is very, very good. So I really like that design there. Also, we have a number of hard drive bays here. Let's count them together, shall we?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 hard drive bays, which is good. So if you want to have a bit of a server built on there, then you can do. I really liked how they put all the extra bits in there as well. So you've got these are your hard drive mounts here. It does come with two adjustable bits, or 2.5-inch hard drives as well. So if you've got SSDs, then you've got these little drive mounts in there as well, which is very, very handy. I really like that. So you've got somewhere to put your SSDs. In this little box here, which was cleverly stored in the hard drive bay section. If I can open it, because I'm a bit cat-handed, there we go. Oh. Well, that was silly. So we got a bag full of extra bits here. So we've got the little speaker, cable ties, motherboard mounts, etc. And then we've got the rest of our hard drive mounts here as well. So lovely jubbly. That's what we like to see. Good stuff there. Oh, I don't want to do a PC. So looking inside the case a little bit more thoroughly, we have the cables for our front panel up there, all coming out through here already. We do have 3 rubber grommets, so 1, 2, 3, for our cable management. And if I put my finger down there, that is how much depth we've got for our cable management. So that's roughly an inch and a bit, I'd say. So that is so much. That is plenty of room. That is so much room for cable management. So that's going to come in very, very handy. Power supply comes in down here. Like we said earlier, we've got 7 expansion slots on the side. Pre-installed 120mm fan, non-LED, and we've got 2 LED ones on the front here. And then you've got your hole there for when you're mounting CPUs in your motherboard. And it's also quite nice because you've got these cable management bits poking through there, which I quite like. So cable management is definitely something which they've thought a lot with this case, and they've made a lot of extra bits in there for you and your cable management. So that is really good. So really, I suppose without further ado, let's put some stuff inside this case and see what it looks like. So I've just started to mount the screws for the motherboard, and I've just found a really nice feature which I thought I would share with you right now because I'm nice like that. There, it's got a hole index for the different size motherboards. So you've got micro ATX and regular ATX, and all of the holes for the motherboard screws, they've got letters on there, and it says which screws you need to put in for what size motherboard. So that's a really nice little extra feature there. Saves you putting these in the wrong holes and then having to take them out and mess around with it. So yeah, good stuff there. And there we have it. So this is what it looks like when it's all cabled up with PC components in there. A couple of really cool extra features I found out when I was putting everything together. The first one is that this cage here, you can take that out if you want. So if you do have an extended length graphics card, which kind of goes into where the cages are for the hard drives, it's the 4-bay one here. There's a couple of screws just at the top on each side and at the bottom, and that will just slide out, which is a really, really cool feature. I really like that. It's so tiny, like as you can see, like the cable management in here, it is very, very clean. It's a very clean unit. Like they just go straight into this grommet here, and then that's it. All the cables are hidden behind the motherboard. One thing I would have liked, possibly, is to have like a bit of metal, like a backing behind the cages here. I like that there isn't one, because it makes cabling a lot easier because they can pretty much go anywhere. But it means that there's also nowhere to hide them really, apart from right behind the hard drives. So if this is racked up with hard drives, then that's no problem at all because you've got something blocking the way. But if you had more cables in there, you couldn't really hide them anywhere, so they just kind of be there. But as it is, I've managed to hide them down below, underneath here, and behind the hard drives themselves. So that is looking quite nice at the moment. The fans on the front, they do look very pretty, and I like the fact that you can turn them off and turn them on. Another cool feature is on the back here where you mount your power supply, they've put in 2 extra screw holes, so it means you can mount your power supply right way up or upside down depending on how you feel. So if you don't want the power supply to be sucking in air from the bottom, if you want it to be pulling in air from the top here and then exhausting it out the back, you can have that as well as an option. So I do like that they've given you the flexibility to kind of fit in your items into your case which way you'd like, as opposed to saying it has to face this way. So it's nice that they've done that too. As we said earlier, it does have this nice carry handle at the top here. It has got steel reinforcements in there, so it's not going to break. It's not just like a plastic handle, and also it's got a nice rubber grip on there, so it is really comfortable to carry around the place. It's not too heavy as well. Carrying it around to and from LAN, that's going to be really easy, so I do like that as a feature. That is a big win for me here. We take this back panel off. Oh, sorry about the squeaking, it's my chair. Oh, stop squeaking! God, blimey, some people, eh? So if I whack the back panel off here. So this is what the cable management looks back here. It could be tidier, I will admit it could be tidier, but I've done it a bit quickly. But this is all of our front panel cables. There's a hole at the top of the cage, so all of those come straight through. So before you can even have a chance to see them, they're already behind the panel here, which is fantastic. This is the open area. You got your 2 fans here, the 2 red LED fans, and they put a nice glow onto the hard drive bay, which I'll show you shortly. This is your hole here. So as you can see, we've got our mounting points for the processor really easily. So if we were to change the processor cooler, then you're not going to have to take the motherboard out or mess around with it. It's a nice big open space, which is good. We've got our grommets here, as you can see, and yeah, so this is all the cabling just chilling out here really. Now, as you can probably tell, I haven't put on an optical bay here, purely for the fact that I just wanted to see what it looked like with everything else. So I've only put the important bits in. That's nice, I like that. So there we go. That's what it looks like with the window. As you can see my LED lights for my motherboard on there shining through. You have got those 2 slots there if you want to put some fans in there. So you could if you put some LED fans in there, they're 120mm fans. You get extra light in there, which would be nice and pretty. But that does look really nice. I must admit, I do really like that. And I definitely will be using this case when I go to LAN. It is a very nice finish. It's a gunmetal grey. It does come in a variety of different colours and finishes for it, but I must say that case is very, very tidy. I do like it very much. Ooh, isn't that pretty? So, well done Cooler Master. Big thumbs up to you guys. You have made a cracking product. Thank you very much. I just want to say another big thank you actually to Cooler Master for sending me this through. It was very, very kind of them. They're being very, very supportive, and I love you guys. Thank you very much. CMStorm Scout Advanced Case number 2. It is wicked. I'm going to give it a big thumbs up. You've got the cable management aspects there, which is very important for cases, because if it's not pretty, there's no point in doing it. There's no point in having a messy machine, is there? So the fact that cable management is so easy and so tidy and versatile in it, big, big, big thumbs up. Woo! The overall look of the machine is very pretty, and I love the design. Again, it kind of goes to the cable management. The fact that they've mirrored this bulge coming out on each side to give you that more cable management room is very, very good, because if you've only got a small amount of space behind there, it does make things very, very difficult, and sometimes you can get a bulging case on the back panel, and it can pop off if it's not screwed on properly. So the fact that they thought that through is fantastic. I love the fact that you can turn the LED lights and the fans on and off. I think that's very good, and I think that's nice having that button there, because you could use it for other features if you wanted to. So very big thumbs up for that one there. 7 hard drive bays, again, really, really good. I do like that there's 7, because if you want to have more of a server machine, you can do that. And again, if you're having a server machine, you're going to have lots of cables. The cable management again comes back into that aspect. It is quite a light machine, and a light case, and the fact that you've got a rubber gripped handle on the top does make it so much easier for carrying around for LANs and things like that. So, you know, again, big thumbs up. All you need to do is get like just get a LAN bag. We can put your monitor and peripherals in it and carry your case in, and you're done. You don't need to get anything else for it, and that'll carry it in all nicely. So yeah, you do have extra room in there. If you did want to do water cooling, there's not a huge amount of space extra in there, but you'd be able to definitely get on the top here, probably just fans, and then you can probably get like a cooling unit either on there or on the back. So there is a little bit of extra space for water cooling if you wanted to with that case. However, with LAN machines, I'd say probably more just stick with the air cooling, because you know that will give you the performance that you need to do. Because with with proper hardcore gaming, yes, if the machine performs fine, that's it. You know, that's what you want it to do. So air cooling does do that, but if you want to water cool it as well, there's a little bit of extra space for you special guys over there. So that's the big roundup of the case here. Thank you very much for watching. Again, big thank you to Cooler Master for sending me the case through. Really love it. Really appreciate it, guys. And I shall see you all, if you subscribe and like, in another video. Cheers, guys. I'll see you later.